everybody, my name is Kristen Myers and I'm a National Sales Director with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Welcome to the Vision family. I'm so excited that you have decided to venture on a journey of starting your own business with Mary Kay. And so part of my job with that is to help give you guys business sense, business savvy tools to get started and be successful from the very beginning. Just like anything in life, really, we can sometimes go back to the beginning. We can look at the foundational pieces that we were set up for a relationship or for a current career or for an education, and we can think back to someone that helped us to set up some strong, structurally sound foundational bricks that we have been able to build upon, and that's what I want to be for you today. The name of this video is called Savvy Business Sense. So we're going to be talking about the benefits of having products on hand. So in Mary Kay, I'm going to assume the women that I'm talking to today, or if you're there with your husband or a supportive person, that you do care about making money with Mary Kay. And that's what my hopes are, is that you get out of Mary Kay a turnaround on your time and you see a return on your investment of money. So I want to make sure that you can make money in the shortest amount of time possible, that's also solid and strong, that's going to carry you for the remainder of your career. And part of how we can do that is by setting ourselves up with having products on hand, which is what we call inventory, okay? So there's probably like 4 or 5 main reasons why I can think inventory is important, and I'm just going to go in no certain order, but we're going to talk about each one and discuss these things. Now, I grew up on an apple, peach, and cherry farm, so I was surrounded by an entrepreneur family where people would come to the farm and they were looking for a particular kind of apple. Let's say that they were looking for a Golden Delicious, or they were looking for a Gala, or whatever they were looking for. Boy, my daddy made sure that he had it, and we would accumulate over years additional land, and we accumulated over years additional trees, and we were always, replanting fresh trees if we needed to, or cultivating the land if we needed to, and for sure pruning the trees and expanding our variety. So we wanted to make sure that we had what people needed so that we could carry a large customer base. Even there on the farm, we wanted to have a really large customer base. So I can specifically remember people coming into the farm and wanting and requesting something, and man, my daddy made sure that he had it. He figured out how he could have what people wanted. So I would say that one of the reasons why it's going to be a benefit to you to have products on hand is because women are very impulsive. We are in a society where we have high-speed bandwidth for internet. Not that it's healthy, but we do have a lot of drive-thrus that we can go to. Women want quick stuff. Sometimes they don't have time to cook a full meal, so they go and get takeout. We have to kind of conform to what's going on in the world to make sure that we can make money in the world. And so women are very impulsive. They want it when they want it because that's how they are. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, there's times when men want something and they want it right then too. And sometimes I tell a story about fishermen. Let's say that men are going to go out together and they're going to have a buddies trip on a Saturday morning. And they get up, they pack their cooler, they've got their drinks, they got their food, their sandwiches, and now all they need are worms. They just need the worms, okay? And they go down to the corner store to get their night crawlers, and let's say they don't have any. Well, they can't cancel that fishing trip because the cooler's packed and the truck's ready to go and everybody's made their plans for that Saturday morning. They're going to hop on over to that next little store down the street, and they're going to find them some night crawlers. Well, that is how it is in Mary Kay, guys. And not just Mary Kay, but just really, imagine a time in your life where you didn't want to wait for something. You wanted it when you wanted it, and you were willing to inconvenience yourself a little bit to go down the street and find it somewhere else so you didn't have to wait for it. We find this a lot. So having inventory on hand is going to help make sure that you keep your customers. I don't want your customers going to another store down the road and buying from another Mary Kay lady. If you're going to do the work, then I want to make sure that you have profit long-term from that work that you're doing. Now, we also think about the time that we're in, that sometimes it is not even sometimes, it's very important that we have a relationship with people, and there's a little trust factor that goes on with society. Is, should I trust this person? I don't know her. Maybe your family and friends, you're going to see your first couple of weeks, but by the third or the fourth week of having Mary Kay parties, you're not going to know these people. You're going to meet them through people, but you're actually going to start to build a clientele, which is excellent. But you're going to start to build a clientele with people that you don't know. So we have to kind of close the gap with relationships to make sure that they trust us. So when we're meeting this new person for the first time at a party and she's trying to make a decision on how much that she purchases, it is so great for you to be able to share with that group, that gathering of women, that you have whatever that they would like to purchase tonight. So be sure to tell everybody, even in the opening of your party, that you're a Mary Kay lifer, that you're one of those people that's reliable, and that today is about them and making them feel beautiful and trying the products. But if they fall in love with something and they do decide to purchase it and take it home with them tonight or today, then you want them to know that you have a full store, that you have products on hand, and they're either going to be over here or they're going to be in the trunk of my car. You're going to have those products in some type of organizers that you're going to be able to provide to those people on the spot. And what that does is that lady that maybe was coming to the party to spend $35, she gets to thinking, well, maybe I'll buy some more because I really need mascara and moisturizer, and my facial cleanser is almost out, so maybe I'll just stock up because she has it on hand. And this is how women think. Now, part of what I'm sharing with you guys are tools in how we work with women and customers. And it's not just about, that eyeshadow is pretty. It's about how quickly can I get the eyeshadow, and then how to approach her with the eyeshadow. I remember when I was new, and one of my very first parties that I did, and I thought I had done such a good job with the presentation. It was very thorough. I'm a very thorough person. So one of the ladies at the end, I was ready to take her order, and she said, I want a brown eyeshadow. And y'all, I was like stunned. I was like, no, I didn't say this out loud, but in my mind, you've got to be kidding me. I did this beautiful presentation and I did such a good job, and you want to buy a brown eyeshadow, a $6.50 brown eyeshadow? Oh my gosh, I got to thinking about that, and what I did, I didn't even know what I was doing at the time, but I knew I need to go talk to somebody else, because I'm going to see if, are they all going to buy a brown eyeshadow, or is there more profit in this party? So I remember saying, well, just hold on. I'm going to get my whole tray of eyeshadows. I'm going to bring them to you. You can find whatever kind of brown eyeshadow you want, and then I'll come back. So I left her a tray of eyeshadows, probably 50 or so. I left her with a tray of eyeshadows, and then I went over to talk to somebody else because I was trying to see if this is going to work or not. And when I got back, she had picked out 5. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my gosh. I was so excited that she had picked out 5 eyeshadows. And no, it wasn't a $200 purchase, but I had quickly realized, man, I was glad I had that inventory on hand to give to this woman, because of me giving her that tray of eyeshadows, she's picked out blue and purple, and she didn't even know she wanted those colors. But women are impulsive buyers. They're impulsive buyers. So we call it upselling. If you're shy, if you tend to be on that introverted side, which was me joining, and I still am a natural introvert, you don't really want to upsell. It makes you nervous to try to figure out how you're going to get her to buy more. That makes you nervous. You're not going to have to when you have this inventory, because you're just going to dangle it like a carrot, and you're going to put it in front of her, display it, let them shop through your stuff. It's just like shopping. It now becomes, you're not selling something. It now becomes they're shopping with you. Okay, it's a different image that you're giving off. Now, speaking of image, I don't know if you know this part of my story. You may or may not have watched my video, but I was someone that thought I was going to be a gastroenterologist before I joined Mary Kay. So I was going from pre-med to met my husband on the internet, which it did work out good, but met a man on the internet, and now I'm going to sell lipsticks. Oh my God. Now, not that that is maybe horrible to you, but to me, most likely to succeed, voted most likely to succeed, I thought this has got to work. This has got to work. So I came into Mary Kay when I did join. I pretty much laid it out on the table with this lady and said, you've got to show me how this is going to work. And I want to do everything that's excellent. You tell me my best odds. You tell me the suggestions and tips to get my best, very best odds out of this. And I didn't really say this to her, but it was kind of like, you better not lie to me. You better not lie to me, because I'm going to do everything you say, because I am going to be a success story. So image was important to me. I needed people, for me internally, to take me seriously. I did not want to be a door-to-door. I didn't want to have that image of a door-to-door salesperson, or someone that was pitiful, or someone that wasn't educated. I needed them to take me seriously. I wanted to be looked at as a makeup artist, or someone that owned a store, that was a business owner. And so having that product really elevated people's perception of me and helped people take me seriously when I did join. That was super important to me. Now, shipping in Mary Kay is always a flat rate of $9.75. Okay, so it doesn't sound like a lot. But imagine if you have a customer that wants to just buy a black eyeliner. Bummer. Because you don't want to sell something and make $5 or $6 on it and then pay $9.75 shipping, right? So when I joined Mary Kay, this one piece of it my husband really got. And it's okay if you're not married, your mom or whoever is watching this maybe with you. No one wants to see you spend money out that is not smart money. Okay, there's a difference between smart money and a waste of money. And my husband really saw this shipping situation as a waste of money. He also did not want me driving around putting extra miles on a car, gas money in the car, which may seem minuscule to you, but he, sometimes good cop, bad cop, and my husband was like, you do not need to be making deliveries. And it was really his idea for him to hand me his credit card for me to get my inventory, because he was just not going to let me waste money on shipping or gas and driving around and trying to find people's houses and delivering their products and a week or 2 weeks later. It didn't seem like really smart sense for our time. Remember, it was important to me to make money, but I wanted to make money on a short amount of time as possible. I was extremely busy. Most people that come into Mary Kay are very busy. Nobody wants to waste time. So whatever inventory products that you have on hand, carry it with you so that you can provide that woman her impulsive purchase, but also just save you time and having to, now you don't have to make that delivery or pay the unnecessary shipping. All of these things also round up to say that you're competitive. You're competitive in the field, you're competitive in the makeup market. There's no reason somebody should go to Target or the drugstore or, even the mall to buy their makeup. Ensure them and let them know that whatever they need, you're there for their makeup purchases. People will love that, they'll respect you, and they'll buy from you forever. So this was part one of getting started with your Mary Kay business.